loss of their devoted friend and leader.
Being able to rescue people for killing our officer is
What up, dog?
until I came.
What's going on? Chilling like a villain, trying to make a killing under I'm still in the dealing, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm stacking to the ceiling. When do I ever behave? I am not a behaved sir. I am not a behaved person. I like misbehaving.
The satisfaction they had to know that they had not given up, that they had stood behind their fallen.
Because I said, where my fans at? Where my fans at? What's up, Peter? What's up, Patricia? I'm doing good tonight. Shit, you know me. Big boy style. What y'all want to talk about? Trying to see what y'all on. Trying to see what y'all on. What was for dinner? Some tuna fish. Some macaroni with a little bit. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't food. So what I just ate like some bologna sandwiches and some more of them nuggets.
So when this happened, I'm like,
What you have for dinner?
I didn't know this person. There was no way she would open that door.
Who is Gerald? Who is that guy? Oh, okay. I want some meatloaf. For sure, for sure.
On an early morning 4 days before Christmas, the halls of the Lancaster Elementary School buzzed with holiday excitement. The subject is wrong. Since the teacher 25-year-old Christy is missing.
Christy was never late for school.
Something yum.
What? Yeah, it was just so unlike her.
Yeah, that's all I do is
So
work.
I called her apartment about 5
Look.
times. Nothing. I got messages, Christy, where are you? We're worried about you. And then I called her mother.
My mom was kind of bad.
Got machines everywhere. Look, got that boy.
It was really odd.
We hitting that with no problem. We got that boy. We got that.
Was 2 hours away.
We got that.
Volunteers to check on her himself.
We got that.
I pull up.
We got that. We got that boy.
Car's ice over.
We got that boy.
And I used something.
We got the dumbbells. We got that.
And then I
We
saw
got that for the legs.
partially jar.
That exercise like gonna work.
I went to the door.
That boy.
A number of times. And I screamed.
That for the arms.
Christy, where are you?
So we got a whole little gym in here.
I made the decision, you know, just to walk in and
Feel me?
see if I can help her.
And then from that,
I walked into the apartment.
you get this big boy right here. You feel
I
me?
was in total shock. I've never told anybody what I walked in on that day. It affected my whole life. I had screaming nightmares for about 5 years. Intense therapy.
I had worked out earlier.
It totally changed my
You feel me?
life.
Gotta go to church in the morning.
Christy was my little sister. Christy was the kind of person that she always was smiling, always energetic. She was that kind of person, you know, just
What
kind of
smoke
trying to make
detector?
everybody laugh.
This was Christy and I at our senior prom.
You got me looking around and shit. What smoke detector?
It happened to be our friend's birthday that night. So we
Hi, Gerald. Been watching you off and on for 10 years. Congratulations.
Mortified. But Christy and I loved every minute of it because
I don't,
she
I don't
was
know.
making fun.
I don't know what keep beeping. Ain't no metal detector
We had
beeping.
such a good time. She was a very kind person.
That's a phone going
She's the
off.
kind of person that would really do anything for you, and I know a lot of people say that, but she truly was.
Her dream goal was always to be a school teacher. She knew that at such a young age, there was times she would be like, we're all going into the garage and I'm gonna,
Big Daddy, we
have a
miss you.
teaching
Who is
session.
that? Who is that?
Have her, chalkboard
Who
up
is
and
Munchie01? Who is
just
that?
things out there as far as a short period of time.
Can't be calling. You can't be calling. Why you calling me that?
She graduated
You
high
gonna get
school,
yourself in
went to
trouble.
Louisville University here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and got a degree in elementary education and teaching students.
I was
This is
for
what's happening.
27 years, and there are certain classrooms that you walk in, and the teacher is teaching, and you get the skills.
I'm a little
Kids
something,
were
something.
really in tune with her, and I could tell that she enjoyed what she was doing. And that's something you can't teach, is a love of teaching.
And I think she just felt like things
Where
were
them
going
fans
all
at?
the right direction, which it sure seemed like they were.
I got 40 people on here and I only got 9 likes. Y'all gotta give me some more likes.
Outside the door and slammed it shut, and I was in shock.
Oh, oh.
And finally somebody let me inside.
Wow.
I
Straight
called
up like that? You just gonna say it like that though, right?
Within minutes
You
of
gonna get
the
your...
frantic 911, police had rescued units arrived at Christie's.
Wow.
When the officers
What
entered,
you on
they did
tonight?
see, the body of a young woman to their
You on 30.
living room. She had some significant facial injuries.
Hell
Wraps
no.
around her neck, so potentially a strangulation was involved. She's nude from the waist down, with the exception of her socks.
Right, it ain't no time to
And
waste. It ain't
clothing
none to
that she had
waste.
from the waist up were pushed up to her upper chest.
Who you gonna see?
Any that would have a logical conclusion that there's a sexual assault involved here. It was immediately apparent.
Of course, you
that
already know.
There was a struggle that ensued right inside the door, as evidenced by the scuff marks both on the floor, on the frame of the door, on the door.
I
The struggle
am
continued
at
into the living room.
Lake
There
Ridge.
was bodily fluid on the carpet, so they cut the carpet out around.
Are you going to see Cat Williams? He ain't gonna do nothing but tell you some. He gonna tell you some truthful shit.
Processing and analysis.
I know you ain't Kenzie.
While the crime scene is being processed, Vince and his mother received the devastating news.
We were told that basically there was an accident in Christy and Pat's. They wanted us to come down to Lancaster as soon as we could. It was the longest 2 hours I think that I ever had.
That's what's up.
Didn't cry more than anything.
Once safely at the station, police tell them her accident, and it wasn't an accident. Christy has been working.
It was extremely difficult on
You are a woman with a cat, huh?
and at that point it was just sheer panic.
When I found out, I don't remember crying. I really
You be
don't
purring.
remember anything after.
What kind of purrs you be? I would.
I just couldn't believe that this is
What kind of purring you be doing?
Back at the scene of the crime, police began canvassing the neighborhood.
Where them fans at?
A woman who lived in the same complex said that right around 7:15 that morning, she was walking her dog.
That's not first 48.
A white colored vehicle parked in
I
the
see.
overflow parking lot, which was
Somebody
directly
sent you that?
across the street from Christie's townhouse. She saw what she described as a white male with a muscular type build, stringy dark hair, exit that vehicle and walk into the area of Christie's apartment across the street.
Where's she at?
As she
Where's
was
she at?
observing all this, her roommate
Oh,
came
no.
out, and as they were engaging in conversation, they heard this really loud kind of
No, that's the
high-pitched
TV.
scream. They weren't sure if
You
it
can hear the
was
TV in the background.
Christy or not, but it came from the direction of her apartment. So the detectives developed a sketch of the person that was seen in the area that morning. They wanted to
Okay,
get that
Munchie.
information out to the public quickly, as well as information about the vehicle that was seen. The public did call and participate in providing information that they thought was useful, but when followed up by police, it wasn't something they could pan out. So that was like a dead end.
Man.
They were
Why
able
you sitting in the
to
ride?
locate Christy's She
Can't
had
go in the
left
house?
the
Right.
apartment right around 7 o'clock in the morning.
Christy usually
As soon as I
left for
talk
work
to her,
around
I tell her.
7:30 to 7:45 in the morning. This was a murder that occurred in broad daylight.
I know. I
So
can
this
tell.
was really a brazen act for somebody to enter into the apartment and leave without being seen.
Now,
Thank you,
whether
Munchie.
she knew her
Hit me
assailant
up
or
on
not
my messenger if you want to
was
talk.
unknown. Harry Goodman found the door open slightly. That doesn't necessarily mean that she opened the door. That only means that whoever did this to her left the door.
I made my new
During that
Cash App
first
too.
day of
It's
the
$ Block King
investigation,
74.
the detectives had really hoped that they would get one piece of evidence or one interview that would immediately give them a
And my
piece of
card come in like 3
information.
days. So
And unfortunately, they just didn't have that.
I don't think anybody could comprehend anything that happened. The question just kept saying was why? What happened here?
Munchie was trying to get live, wasn't she? So what y'all doing for the night, y'all? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, damn, what's she on, gang? Who don't like that shit? Hey, it's better than seeing somebody on here talking crazy all the time. What movie you about to watch? How you say that? Josetti? What is? How do you be watching? You be watching the new movies? Somebody better call the doctor.
Today's the last day of school here at Roarstown Elementary School before the holidays, where Christy was a sixth grade teacher. The students will all go home and try to make sense of the tragedy.
There was a man.
Joe,
who showed up
so I'm saying it right then, right?
Worked, asking to see her.
Josetti.
The staff said, well, she's not available. Are you sure you didn't hear what?
Am I saying it right?
Here, and he said, no, I'm not aware of what's going on. They're thinking, oh my gosh.
I know.
Was this somebody she knew or was it not somebody she knew? Was it a random person? So they called police right away. When the police department arrived, they were able to identify him as Dagger.
I understand that, but am I saying the name right?
Boyfriend, who agrees to be interviewed as
Josetti.
he gives investigators the details of his relationship with Christy.
Dagger, he was almost twice Christy's age. 20
What is that? How you say it?
than she was. They met at the
pro-
local bar. They had been in a relationship
Prosphemus?
Prosthemis?
Prosphemus?
That she met this
Prosphemus?
guy. I was like, oh.
Josetti
right.
Prosphemus?
And then she said, and he's married, and I'm like,
Is that how you say
just
it?
be careful.
Christy kept that private. She kept that secret. Her family didn't even know about that
I'm
relationship.
proud of myself too.
So it wasn't
Thank
something
you.
that she was very open about. She was now living, you know, on her
Pros-
own. So
Mrs. Prosphemus? Is that how you say it?
it?
Prosphemus?
I think Christy was just comfortable at first dating him. And then I think her
Sosthenes?
friends were starting to get married.
So
She felt like she needed
so-
to move forward.
Sophemus?
That Saturday before the murder,
Sophemus?
Christy met with Dagger.
Josetti
And
Sophemus?
that was the day that she ended their relationship. So
What
when
up,
he would try
Dawn?
to call her and check to see how she was, and she wasn't answering her phone, especially on that Monday. Now he's getting concerned, and that's why he came to the school.
Dagger's story seems suspicious, so he is questioned about where he'd been the morning of Christy's murder.
For
The alibi
Shigadis.
he provided
For
was
Shigadis.
that he had moved
It's
to
a
Virginia
married
to be
name,
with his wife.
X.
And at that time in the morning, on the 21st, he was
It's a
actually
damn
in
mouthful.
Virginia to get his vehicle registration and his driver's license changed to his new address at his wife's home. When that information was corroborated, his alibi
Where all
checked
my
out.
moderators at? They ain't on today?
Examination, which was conducted and
All my moderators is
submitted
not
DNA
on today.
for analysis. That also cleared him.
So it was very frustrating for detectives at the time.
I'm about to
The
make
community was
Josetti.
on edge to know who had committed this heinous act.
Things like that.
My cash app is $ Big B
Very little drama.
LOCK KING 74. Somebody put that up for me.
The day after the murder, Dr. Wayne Ross
'Cause ain't none of my
performed
moderators
an
on
autopsy on Christy Mira.
During the autopsy, there is the actual
No.
examination of.
Take out the
There
big.
was a lot of
Just put $ Block King 74.
There was a fractured jaw.
Dr. Ross also determined that Christy had been sexually assaulted. The results of the autopsy revealed that her cause of death was strangulation. and
Now
the
put
manner
it
of death was homicide.
put it without the big.
During the autopsy,
No,
several
put the
swabs are
put the
also
it's a
and
capital
sent to
B.
the lab for testing.
You have to get the DNA tested. And once you come up with an actual DNA profile, that is entered into CODIS.
In 1992, the combined DNA index system known as CODIS.
And take out the
is in
question
its
mark.
infancy, and only has DNA profiles of previously convicted offenders from 12 states.
There you go.
Investigators
That's it
compared
right there.
unknown DNA samples to the limited profiles in CODIS and hope for the end.
It was determined.
I'm about to make you a moderator, Josetti.
So this profile was to.
I like your
an
name.
unknown contributor. So investigators at the time were kind of at a loss. They didn't know whose DNA this was that had committed the murder of Christy Mira. And so what were they going to do with this DNA evidence? This could be anyone.
Who got some,
Where-
Who got something to talk about? What y'all want to talk about?
And this was really a clear
Sofa. I'm still trying to say this last name. Sofamis. Sofamis.
Obsessed with getting super twins, and I just had to find out what makes them smell so amazing. Turns out it's thanks to award-winning perfumers and laundry scientists.
Meetings are very good.
And built concentrated detergent, then added 3 times the Febreze freshness and 4 times the Oxy cleaning powder, which explains why I'm not the only one loving them.
No, I don't hear no chirping.
It smells so good. You really gotta smell this.
Yes, meetings are very helpful, especially if you use them in the right way. Sofamis. Sofamis. I haven't talked to her. She's in recovery. I don't know. I don't know. It all depends. It all depends on how things go. You feel me? Yeah, I gotta, it's some things, it's things here and there. There's a couple places I can go. You feel me? I still ain't made my mind up, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Sofa. Thank you, Sofa niece. All right, look. What do you call? Yes. What do you call?
I went down there first of all thinking I was going to.
What do you call a person who likes running?
Within 48 hours of Christy Marnick's murder, detectives are already hitting dead ends. So they turn their attention from the last.
Well, what do you call a female who likes running?
The lead detective had called and said to come down to the police station. And
What do you call a female who likes running?
they fingerprint me right away. And I'm thinking, my God, they think I did this. And they take me in an interrogation room. I was in total shock.
Harry Goodman was in the crime
Is
scene.
anybody going to answer that?
Obviously, the detectives back
What do you
then
call a
saw
female who
him.
likes running?
And he started asking me questions about Christy.
You call her a runner.
Were you having sex
That wasn't funny,
relations
though.
with Christy? And I said,
That was obvious.
how dare you defame Christy's memory? How dare you defame me? And they couldn't understand, well, why would you go down there? You know, is it typical for a principal to do something like this? And I said, yeah, I was worried. They wanted to polygraph me. And I said, sure, go ahead. I got nothing to hide. Look me up. They got somebody from the state police who polygraphed me. What is your name?
All right, listen to this one, right? It was one day, right? It was a guy coming from a bar, right? And he was drunk. And he was like, dog, I'm about to walk home. And so as he was walking home, he walked through this alley and he ran into this genie bottle, right? And so he heard stories about genies and he picked up the genie bottle and he rubbed it and a genie came out of it. And the genie was like, I'm here to grant you one wish. But whatever you wish for, you can't take it back, right? So he was like, okay, I want a wish. He was like, the wish that I want you to grant is for me to piss liquor. And so the genie said, okay, your wish has been granted. And so he was like, damn, I gotta use the bathroom. So he went over and he took a piss. And while he was pissing, he was like, he took his little finger and he put it, and then he tasted it. He was like, dog, nigga, I pitch liquor. And so look, he go home, right? He go home to his wife, and he like, babe, we ain't never got to worry about drinking again because I pitched liquor. And she was like, there's no way. And so he was like, all right, go grab 2 cups. So he pissed in the cup. She smelled it. She was like, it smelled like liquor. She was like, it looked like liquor. So she tasted it. She was like, well, it's liquor. And so they got drunk the whole night, and you know, so on and so forth. So the next night, you feel me? He went to work. He came home. She had the cup set up on the table, like, is you ready to drink? And he like, yeah, you know, I've been holding my piss all day just for you. And so they pissed, and so he pissed, and you know, they got drunk all night. And so look, the third night, right? He come in from work, right? And his wife had the table set up and all that. And he was like, and she was like, baby, you ready to drink? He was like, look, there's no need for them cups because you drinking out the bottle tonight.
Although the peeping Tom incidents were reported and they were investigated, because
did anybody get that?
The description given was very descriptive. Leaving no stone unturned, trying to find information to build on and move forward. Just couldn't do it.
The days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, months turned into years.
By 1995, there were at least 1,500 people that were interviewed, nearly 60 people that had been cleared as suspects in this case.
It was hard.
What's up, Melly?
We were going through, and still had very little answers to where we started from that day.
It's just one of those things that's like gnaws at you. Like you want an answer and you don't know why you don't have an answer.
And there were just simply no other leads or anything more to follow up.
So look, right?
Then,
Let me tell you the story about Sugar Booger.
Is what investigators
So Sugar Booger, right,
say became
was
told.
a made-up robot doll. I guess it does. I don't know. It should still send notifications out. And so look, Sugar Booger was this robot sex doll, right? It was a robot sex doll, right? And so how he oh, you heard about Sugar Booger already? No, he went and visited Maddie. But he will be to visit me. So look, Sugar Booger, right? Alright, Tainted. So Melly, you know about Sugar Booger? Hey Melly, you know about Sugar Booger? Oh man. Man. Well, I'm sorry. I ain't gonna tell that story. I ain't gonna tell it again if you know about it. I get like I'm gonna be able to go on passes in like another week or
It was
so.
extremely
So
frustrating. How can we?
I've been out of treatment. I'm just in the, I'm in the place right now to, to get my housing and stuff. So I go to, only thing I do here is like go to the meetings. I go to meetings every Monday through Thursday, and then tomorrow we get up and we go to church.
I still kept in close contact with the lead investigator, but the frustration level seemed to get worse every year. Every day was a struggle. It was a struggle for my mom. She had cancer reoccurred. They cured her, reoccurred. In December of 2002, my mom unfortunately passed. But she just made sure she's going to let this go.
Where them fans at?
There was not a bone in my body that said I would give up on this. I couldn't go through life without knowing who did this. And why.
No, it's just late. Trust me.
So
Everybody want to watch because see, if I'd have got on earlier, it would have been more people on. But
we came up with the idea of putting a billboard on a major highway in Lancaster. The sign said, "Do you know who murdered us?" I mean, we wanted to make it as chilling as it was to us. We didn't get approval.
That's because that's all he did was take my content and make fun of it.
Look at it like, you know what? This has really been bugging me for all these years. It's time ready to talk. We did get a lot of information.
See, the thing is, people like to see you down and out so they can make fun of you and stuff like that. But now they have nothing to make fun of.
The Lancaster County District Attorney's Office takes on the case.
Only thing they can make fun of is themselves now. So I still got my supporters.
At the time that Christy Merrick was murdered, she reminded me a lot of myself and my girlfriends. I was a really young prostitute.
And then, it's just, that's all it is, it makes a difference.
It was an important case.
And then, I actually enjoy to come on here. I actually enjoy to come on here and, talk, about good stuff instead of, making, I know, instead of making, you feel me, a fool of myself, you feel me? Because that was easy to do, but now I can do it in a way to where you can't take my stuff and really make a fool of me. Because now all them people, all them haters and stuff that I used to have, that's how they was making money off of my content because I was a fool. You know what I'm saying? But now they the fool because now they gotta find somebody else to go pick on because you can't pick on me now. Because if you try to, the only thing it's gonna do is gonna make me go and make another video and just make them look stupid because you feel me. The only fool now is you because you can't make fun of a legend. I am a legend and I'm gonna live. See, I'm gonna be living way after I'm gone. You know what I'm saying?
A second DNA test of the sample from Christie's apartment is submitted, reigniting the case.
Because it was a journey. And now it's a journey to success for real. You know what I'm saying? All the old content and all that, you feel me? That was the beginning. But now, the ending that's gonna come, that's what people wasn't expecting. They was expecting me to die out there being a fool. And now, I'm not a fool.
When we saw these pictures,
I rule. I'm the leader of all leaders. I'm the speaker of all speakers. You know what I'm saying? Still throwing up gang signs.
I couldn't pinpoint one person.
We did as much as we could until we exhausted all means. So we thought maybe we need to get this face out to more people.
The phenotyping images of the killer are presented.
You feel me, Melly? You feel me, Melly?
What we're doing today, hopefully will spark information, tip.
So it's just,
That will finally bring some closure to the family.
and then most of the other people, that was on there and stuff, they was just on there to down me and stuff.
I had that fresh hope. I had that fresh hope that, wow, this is something even further with technology.
And what I'm about to go do is I'm about to go unblock all them people. So now they can see me. So now I can see what they talking about. Because if they ain't, because now they ain't gonna have nothing bad to say about me. Because it's a lot of people that got blocked.
But we all just persevere, and the goal was to never give up.
Ugly ass little boy.
We were finishing dinner. The news was on.
Arrest in the case of the Golden State Killer has been made.
And I stopped for a minute and listened.
Sophamies.
Using the most
Mrs.
innovative
Sophamies.
DNA technology available at this time.
I'm like, wait a second. This is something we need to look at.
Hey, Melly, I'm looking at your
The
picture.
first thing I did was email.
Is that a cartoon pic?
Christy Wilson, comedian.
Is that a cartoon
This
pic?
looks like another advancement in this technology that I didn't even know about.
Does anybody want to put on a session? Because now they looking at me and it's a blessing. Hey, Melly, how old are you? How old are you, Melly? How old are you, Melly? Are you 84? 27. A young lady. That's what's up. Are you African? Are you African Bulgarian? Are you African Bulgarian? Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. I like that one. I salute you. Black as a berry and sweet as the juice.
Years after Christy Burnett's murder, there is new hope thanks to the genealogy technology used to capture Joseph D'Angelo,
Hey.
the infamous Golden State Killer.
Hey, Melly, look me up on Messenger.
In the Golden State case,
You hear me?
I was made aware that there was a DNA sample uploaded into a publicly available genetic genealogy database, analyzed and linked back to him. We received an email from Paragon.
Are you on the computer or are you on the cell
genetic
phone?
Genealogy services that were used in the Golden State Killer case.
I need to get to a computer so I can monetize my page.
Submitted to them from the phenotyping, so they used the sample we had on file from the carbon as our unknown.
That's when I got started. Thanks to the original crime scene investigators, we had DNA both from Christy herself.
I'm
and
Bulgarian.
the carpet that was underneath her.
For the phenotyping process, where images of the suspect were generated, the crime scene.
That's my original race. Don't you see it in my face?
The genetic genealogy process.
We were able to upload that to GenMatch and then wait for the relatives to appear.
I didn't see it.
To GenMatch. You could get a close relative.
You sent a friend request on Facebook or on Messenger?
But I was very excited when I opened up that match list and saw there were close enough cousins that I thought there was a pretty good chance we would be able to identify the person that probably killed Christy.
Cause I'm on my Messenger all the time.
So once I have that match list, I need to build the family trees of those potential cousins. So I have to identify who that person is, who their parents are, grandparents, and so on. So how far back are they?
Look at them shoes though. You know what those is? You know what those is, right?
Reveals a common ancestor.
Those them
The
Yeezys.
tree upside down to perform reverse genealogy.
Yeah, them boys cost. You know them boys cost a pretty penny. Then I got the pinky ring shining.
All right, Jim, lock down time. Lock down time, gentlemen. Jim here.
Which leads to a specific family in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. That is a
Hey Melly.
northwest European.
Hey go send me a message on Messenger. Alright? Cause I gotta go in my room.
Latin American ancestry, and specifically Puerto Rican. Because
You
the
hear me?
snapshot phenotype had also predicted that the suspect was going to have some Latin American ancestry. And that meant I really needed to dig into contemporary
Alright,
sources.
I'm about to go accept it right now.
Social media. And I found this male.
Alright,
who
y'all.
was the right age and in the right place, but I couldn't determine what his father's side of his ancestry was.
Go do that right now.
So I really wanted to figure out who his father was and see if that might connect to the Puerto Rican side of the family that I needed to find. And so I dug very deep into the local
Alright, y'all.
newspapers.
For sure.
There was an article that talked about